What's going on, guys? Welcome back to week number 2 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We're going to kick it off, not with my team, as we usually do. We're going to go with the Nebraska State Prairie Dogs against the Golden Gophers.
All right, good. I will apologize up front. I am having some allergy problems, so I might sound a little more nasally, even more so than usual.
I was just going to say, more than usual?
Yeah.
We just have that kind of voice. Look who's starting.
Cameron Willis. He's in. I hope you guys can see the end zone.
Hashtag Go Dogs.
They actually put a hashtag in their end zone. So Cameron Willis opens it off with an option run. See here making a tight throw there to Marlon Bourgeois. And we're just moving down the field. So we're looking good.
Very methodical right here. Cameron Willis, very smart type of player. He's a heady player.
Yeah, and when we said in the last week's practice, we were working on some options. Again, a really tight throw. He's gutsy.
He's very gutsy.
He does not mind making a tight throw there. More option looks there. Pritchett gets stuffed, though.
Lamb-basted.
Yeah.
3rd and 12 here. Willis already marching the Dogs down the field here. But look at this pass complete. Facing some pressure. No gain.
Right. That was a smart throw, though, because nobody else was going to get open for him on that play. Saves the field goal. And he's good. Taysom Benz makes the kick.
If he gets sacked for more of a loss there, I mean, there's no chance at a field goal there. 1st and 10 here. Smith gets tackled for a 2-yard loss. So good job by the defense.
Yeah, Okafor's making a lot of plays for us. I like what he's doing on defense.
Oh, and then the first down is given up. 13 yards after they just pushed him back 2 yards.
Right. So Croft, I mean, Minnesota had some quarterback issues this year in real life, so maybe they're going to see if Croft gets them a little more juice in this game. Gets a 20-yard carry here.
Bringing the blitz, it looks like the Dogs are.
Yep, and Duquay and Williams coming in on blitz.
He took a shot, and he still delivered that strike to Tyler Johnson.
Croft earned that touchdown there by sitting in the pocket. Gopher likes it.
But what was the defense doing here? I mean, look at that shot right in the chest.
We ran a blitz, and we thought they're running up the middle because Minnesota's like one of the most one-dimensional offenses in major college football. So we were thinking that they're just going to run the ball, and then they just threw it over my head. So kind of caught me napping there.
Ooh, nice flip here to Pritchett. It's going to get at least 6 yards. Starting to implement some option here.
Oh, yeah. And, Willis and Rooney, see, hits Brenneman here on that pitch. Go, buddy, go.
Big run for Brenneman. He's even got a stiff arm. Yeah, my goodness. 41-yard rush. Tanner Brenneman is one of those guys where he's almost like your gadget guy.
Yeah, and we were practicing those gadget plays, trying to introduce a new wrinkle. And we played fine against Western, but we just want to keep some teams on their heels. So, they're going to hold us to another field goal.
Right, a team that's not super talented, you almost have to play that guessing game with them, because otherwise, I mean, if you try to play them one-on-one, you're gonna get schooled.
Yeah, and I was saying that Rooney and Willis. I mean, Willis is more of a pocket passer than a runner, and Willis, he's just as fast as Rooney is. I don't trust Rooney in space. When he fumbled the ball away last week. So, Willis is going to stand back there and try to make some of these throws. This one was ill-advised.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely. On a 3rd and 8, trying to get it all right there. Probably not the smartest move, but look at here. Here's Smith breaking out a huge run on that Prairie Dog defense, getting 22 yards. They will end up getting up to the 15-yard line, and then Croft going to get tackled for a 3-yard loss. The down was 3rd and inches. They got a 4th and 4. Ended up kicking a field goal, so they're up 10-6. And here's Monson checking into the game for an 11-yard rush.
Yeah, Monson definitely has more speed than Pritchett, so we're trying to get him involved in there too. Willis rolling out, barely evades the sack.
If we looked at that play on replay, you had B. For a split, just a couple seconds there, you had B.
I was too scared out of my mind.
I know. I don't blame you. Here's Monson gets killed.
Yep.
He gets killed. 4th and 4, another field goal upcoming, and it's good. So it's going to be 10-9. Just clawing. That's what you guys do. You guys claw.
Right. That's what Prairie Dogs do.
1:33 left to go. Croft with a play action, and Shonka actually jumps up, deflects this pass.
That's pretty good. I've never seen that before in this game.
Look at that. The big man gets up there, shows his verticality, but linebackers probably should have got in there and helped his teammate out.
I wanted an INT there, make that pay off, but it sets up a 3rd and 10 here. Croft getting pressured.
That's Woods on the tackle. Tackles Holland Jr. Team calls a timeout.
Yeah, we want another field goal. That's our goal here.
You want another shot. Look at this pass to Higbee. See the fullback?
Yes.
Wow.
So we're getting everybody involved here, and we got the lead if we can hang on to the ball.
Oh, what a catch by Brenneman. Or is it? Is it a catch? They will review this call, and they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2nd and 3 after that catch, 3rd and 3 after an incompletion, and then this pass, just a little bit more lead, Willis. If he led him to the right just a little bit, I'm pretty sure that would have been a score. But nonetheless, 12-10 game here at halftime. Prairie Dogs holding their own against a tough Minnesota team.
Yeah, usually I would be upset with all these field goals, but I'm taking it at this point. So we got them backed up. This is mid-3rd. They are running an option back here.
Oh, Croft gets stuffed, but it looks like, is it a safety? It is not. He gets tackled at the 1-yard line, guys.
Yep, they're going to give him forward progress, so
it's probably at the 1.5.
We need to stack that box again. Hope we get some penetration here. And we do. Sherbarth gets the safety. Boom.
14-10. Where are you saying this is the way to
14 points the hard way.
14 points the hard way. No 2 touchdowns. But look at this, look at this, look at this.
Pick it up!
A punt, back-to-back punts for your punter. It pinned him at the 5 to lead to the safety. And then this punt almost got the ball back.
Yeah, I wanted the ball though right there. Should have gotten it.
3rd and 8, and then a big sack here late in the 3rd quarter. That's Robbie Campbell getting in on the sack. Prairie Dogs inside the 15-yard line, and Higbee with this reception, touchdown.
Okay.
21-10, mid part of the 4th quarter.
First touchdown of the game, and that's Higbee's 2nd on the season. So we're thinking the fullback might actually play a fairly big part in this offense.
I mean, he's a hoss, so get him involved, make him hit some people.
Yep. And then Pekoski here was kind of all alone, and he got picked, and there was no chance making a stop there.
1st and 10. Register gets this pass complete, and look at the block. He set up his own block and then shook off that tackle and then took it in for a touchdown. It's going to be 21-16.
That was fast. That was fast.
How things have changed.
Yeah, we were totally in control, and then I believe that drive was 4 plays.
But good stop there on the 2-point conversion. You guys want the strategy idea here. That would have been a 21-18 game had they converted. Would have been a field goal game here. But now it's strategy time. Right. 4th and inches. You will decide to kick the field goal.
Yep, we wore it down to 30 seconds. So we're liking our chances if we can make this field goal. But it's a 14-mile-an-hour wind.
Got it.
And it sneaks in.
Got it.
We're up 8.
So you were debating in that situation to actually go for it.
Yeah, we're thinking about it. But they're going to try Hail Mary here. And
1 second. 1 second left on the clock. One more shot for Minnesota.
1 second.
Croft back to pass. They're going to go up the middle to Still, and that was a pretty weak play call in my mind. If there's nobody trailing him and you can't pitch it or lateral it, that's pretty weak.
Yeah, that's where you got to start just throwing the ball around, but CPU isn't that smart, so we will take the W, however. That was a very hard-fought game. Like, you see Taysom Benz, player of the game. 5 field goals.
I'd say he deserved it.
Oh, yeah.
That's 15 points.
I know. So the special teams came up big. I liked what our offense was doing with all of our options, and we're 1-1. Okay. Not bad.
I want to go back to that play call, though, because that was interesting. Like, normally you're in a very aggressive player, so you were probably thinking to just run it with Higbee up the middle, get that first down, control the clock, and don't even risk them making a comeback. But
this is Nebraska State.
Yes, exactly. So kick the field goal, get up 8. They have to score a touchdown on you and get the 2-point conversion to tie.
And then we still have a chance to win at the end.
Odds are in your favor. Yes. So let's go ahead now to Ardmore against the Ragin Cajun.
One of my favorite teams in all of college football.
Yes, you've always loved the Ragin Cajun.
I've always been a huge fan.
I always love their uniforms in this game because of the side, like on the shoulders. They've got the little Lafleur.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best nickname in college football.
Oh yeah,
I'll just say it. Right?
Or the Thunderwolves.
Ragin Cajuns is better.
Good offensive production here for Ardmore last week, and now it's continuing against a Ragin Cajun defense that's not known for being very good. But so this is almost like a practice in my mind. Got to get the run game going here. I want to see what Wimberly can do, and Shook trying to balance both of those guys. And as you guys can see here, Wimberly pounds it in for the first score of the game. And look at it, was a counter play that was supposed to go to the left, ended up taking it to the right, following his blocks.
He got dragged into the end zone. So here we got Davis going to Trey Ragas. I don't know how to say that. And you guys get the stop there.
Ooh, Hardaway takes a big hit, but he does get 10 yards. Play action here, and Cade Wilson, it was looking for X and RB. He was looking for Foreman, and I think it was either Krupski or it was Tratnik, but unable to get there as he gets sacked. There's Ragas for a 21-yard rush. So Ardmore's defense starting to get a little bit gashed here against this hurry-up offense by the Ragin Cajun. Here's Davis, gets 11 yards,
Yeah, and this is the midway through the second almost, and you only have one touchdown, so looks like your offense is a little sleepy to start the game.
Yeah, I mean, a road game and a game that you're not really inspired.
Right.
But they'll pick it up.
You'll see these games once in a while, though, where the major conference teams, they kind of somehow they get a one-and-done with a smaller team, and they got to go on the road for once.
Oh, yeah.
It presents a different kind of challenge. Usually they're going to play a team like Louisiana at home. Home field matters. It matters in college football quite a bit.
Yes, sir, it does. 3rd and 11, and Ardmore is looking for a stop here. And they're going to get it as Ragas gets, he breaks the tackle, but he is going to get dropped. And possession will change as they do kick a field goal. So here's Wilson now trying to pick up a first down. He's a brave quarterback. He can run, but he's very, very brave.
With this kind of speed, why not run?
Right.
But you're going for it.
We're going to go for it here. Just because the offense needs a little bit of a spark here, Jake Wood is going to supply that thunder to get that 1 yard that's really needed. And here's DeQuandre Shook on a 1st and 10, and he's going to get 6 yards on that carry. You guys saw in the practice video last week, we were trying to get him more involved in like shotgun type of runs, and he actually had a pretty good game. Even with the first run that we had in the very beginning of the game, he got a huge chunk of yardage here. So here is Wilson throwing to Shook again on 3rd and 4, and he gets 4 yards on that carry, reception.
That was a smart play. You might not have seen it there, but I think in real life, that's a play where he extends the ball past the plane.
Yeah, and he gets
the yards to get, and he makes it. So
Mercutio Hardaway with a first down. Now 1st and goal, we're looking for the end zone. And pass in coverage, and Dede Foreman with an Odell Beckham type of catch, guys. Look at this. Dude, Dede Foreman had that huge catch to win us the game against Oklahoma State, and now look at this guy go.
Snag it. Awesome.
He is probably our playmaking wide receiver versus Hardaway. He's probably our possession guy, but look at that.
He caught it with his palm.
Yeah.
On the end of the football.
Exactly.
It was a perfect spiral, and it went straight into his palm. And he was going down at it like he was swatting it almost, like a swatting kind of motion. So I don't know how he makes that catch.
Well, when reporters asked him at halftime how he made that catch, he said, just sticky gloves, man, just sticky gloves.
You're not supposed to give credit to the gloves, though.
Well, Dede's honest. He's an honest guy.
No.
Here's Wimberly with a 10-yard rush. He's got 11 for 54. We're in the third quarter now. And, if that pass right there to Krupski, if that was released a little bit earlier, I think that's a touchdown.
Yeah, but Tracy Walker, he's a pro now.
Detroit Lions.
So he's a good player.
Yes, Trey Raggett going to get a 4-yard loss here after Jasper Hodges comes through and just throws him down with one arm.
There's Blake Stortz.
Yeah, the captain of the defense is coming in on a blitz, and I think he freaked him out a little bit.
He might have.
3rd and 14, and we've got a cover 3 ordered up, and look at that. I think that's a coverage sack. Stortz is probably the cause of that because he had that guy.
He was going to be wide open. So here's Shook again. What do you got, Shook?
2nd and 8, going to pick up 15 on that run there. He's got 5 for 43, and we're going to keep giving him the football. Here's a play that we did in practice a lot, and look at Shook go. Looking for the corner of the end zone, and he gets 24 rushing yards on that play, 7 for 67.
I wonder if you could have hit that hole at full speed if you would have made it.
Here's Jake Wood getting involved in the offense, and he gets a 1-yard reception touchdown. Nice for Jake Wood.
Yeah, he's turning into your 1-yard extraordinaire. Ooh. Look at Shook, those moves.
I mean, this guy's the playmaker. If I had to pick about the electric guys, it's probably Shook and Foreman for sure. Here's Macklin as the backups are now in, as it's 24-3. Probably, I mean, it's a 3-score game.
Yeah, 4.5 minutes. Usually starters would be in there.
3rd and 2, and Jordan Davis, the quarterback, and he gets sacked for 7 yards. That's Eric Sanchez. He's a good player. He's a good linebacker. He's always involved, making plays. Here's 4th and 9, and pass will be dropped. So Duarte breaks up the pass there, guys, and this game is over. So, not too exciting of a game. Very sleepy, as you called it. I mean, look at Cade Wilson's numbers, 134 passing yards.
Yeah.
That's definitely sleepy. We really got Shook and Wimberly involved in this game big time.
Yeah, I think you might have been able to go a little more pedal to the metal, but it's one of those deals where how much is too much? When you're putting on the tape. Do you want to run your full offense? Do you want to show your hand? You got a big game against Kansas State in a couple weeks, and then you got the Big 12. Just play close to the vest. You know you got the game in the bag, right?
Exactly. At that point, and in the third quarter, you kind of knew who was in control of the game.
Yes.
So let's now go to our game of the week: Shreveport Skeeters against Texas A&M, and good stop, early stop.
Shreveport, they know their defense is going to have to show up in this game because the offense probably isn't going to get it done unless they can get this train rolling here. Andre Wingo, look at those moves.
It took 4 guys to take Wingo down.
Right. The key, though, is to not, like we said, you got to sprinkle in a little play action. Don't get too one-dimensional. I mean, right here, they knew what was coming. So they get the stop 4th and inches.
Interesting that they decided to go for the toss play.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Rather than just going up the middle.
I like Wingo right up the gut.
3rd and 16 after a sack, and then look at this, just pass complete. They're having a tough time here on the late downs. And here's Mizell, their best corner, the guy that was highlighted at the very beginning of this.
Best player on the defense for sure.
Now we got a 3rd and 11 here after a sack. So can the Skeeters make a stop? That's the biggest question right here, and they are not going to be able to. It's going to pick up another first down. They can't seem to stop Texas A&M on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think that was a play where they needed to make that tackle. You need to get more involved. You can't be so passive. I mean, he's charging right at the first down marker, and you let him fall for it. Starkle hits the pass there. I believe that's Christian Kirk on the touchdown.
Of course it is Christian Kirk.
So not good. Not the best start for the Skeeters.
Well, that's just a missed opportunity right there. You got to make that sack.
Oh yeah, they had a handful of 3rd downs that they needed to make the stop, and they couldn't do it.
Here's Wingo breaking some tackles. He's going to get at least 12 yards. You guys will notice that there are no stats in this. We will show them at the end.
Right. Nothing I can do about it.
No. I mean, it's just a glitch. It's just a glitch. 2nd and 3 here, and pass is going to be complete. That's Cummings, the fullback. You were correct on that, by the way. When we were looking at this guy in practice, he is the fullback.
Yeah,
not a tight end.
This team is very wide.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It is.
It's just the roster template.
They're stocky.
Yes, very, very much. Even Mizell.
Right,
as a quarterback.
So actually,
Kitayama, the kicker too.
Yeah, he's
got some girth.
He's a big dude. So Shreveport is going to settle on a field goal here after a sack on LaDuca. That was a 3rd and 11 passing attempt. Here's 2nd and 6. It's now going to be 3rd and 9 after this sack. It's going to be 5 seconds left here in the second quarter, and Texas A&M is going to attempt a field goal. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know what I would really do. I think if I was Texas A&M against a team like Shreveport, I would probably try to go for the end zone. Honestly.
Yeah, with no timeouts, so they didn't really want to risk too much here, I don't think. Take your points.
I guess. Let's go to the third quarter here, guys. Shreveport back with the football. It's going to be 1st and 10. And a screen pass here to Wingo. Got blockers in front of him, and he's going to pick up 9 on that reception. So good stuff. Good stuff out of Wingo. He's going to get a tough yard there to move the chains to get another 1st down. So Wingo is getting involved, just like the coaching staff said that they wanted him to. A little tired, I would imagine. So Allen is going to come into the game and pick up another 1st down. And on 2nd and 11, that is the 3rd string running back, number 23 there. 2nd and 10, and LaDuca going to find, that looks like it's Groves. Quentin Groves, number 9.
He's liking Groves quite a bit. Really the only semblance of a passing game.
There's Groves again.
Yep.
On 3rd and 4 with a slant route. He's going to pick about 15. I'd say it's about 15 yards there. Good passing play. Just beat his man right off the line. Good stuff. 2nd and goal now. And a pass complete. That is Wingo. And he's going to shove off 2 guys with a stiff arm. He wants that end zone.
Yeah, they still didn't push him down out of bounds either.
That pass right there by LaDuca, you can't have that. You gotta extend the play out. You can't just automatically throw it away, especially when you need that score. It's gonna be 10-6 though as they kick a field goal. And then look at the quarterback for Texas A&M.
Starkle takes the option, gets the 1st down. We need a stop here from Shreveport. Pretty lackluster game for both teams, really. Although you got to give some credit to the defense. You know, it's not flashy sometimes.
Oh, look at this. And then look at 97 gets shrugged off twice. And then he comes back and says, I'm going to wrap you up and allow my teammates. That's Johnson, Jr.
Yeah, make a tackle, man.
Look at that. But look, the defense comes through and gets the fumble. That's Forte. So Johnson Jr. and Forte, they team up to get the forced fumble recovery.
I guess. Stop trying to tackle him in the shoulder, please.
Exactly. Here's Brett Britton going to pick up 9 yards on this reception. So is the tide turning, guys? Is the tide turning? It's 10-6 right now. If a touchdown is scored, 13-10. And now the Skeeters are threatening here late in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, definitely making a charge here. Sniffing that red zone.
Here's Wingo. He's going to get 8 yards to the left. And then they're going to go back to Wingo left again. And he's going to pick up at least, that's about 15 yards right there. 1st and goal now. And they're going to go to Roberto Allen. And he's going to vulture a touchdown from his teammate.
Yes. But
always.
All's well that ends well.
Yes, 13-10 now. And guys, for those of you who said the Skeeters had a chance in this game, you were not wrong. I was wrong because I said the Skeeters had no chance. And here they are, 13-10 up. And now it's going to be 3rd and 17 after a sack. This is huge. Got to get a stop there. They do. 4th and 16 with 6 minutes left to go, guys. All you got to do is kill the clock, and they kill a lot of clock because Texas A&M gets back here with the football. 3rd and 8. Now another sack, another big stop for the Skeeters defense. It's going to force a field goal attempt, a long one, and it's going to be good, just barely.
Barely, yeah.
Tie ball game here. 1:45 left to go. What's LaDuca got? You got to drive him down. And he throws an interception. You can't do that.
Underthrown, and the return will set them up in positive field position, so not very smart.
Oh, LaDuca. Is this going to cost him the game, guys? We'll have to see. Pass complete here down the sidelines, 3rd and 7 now for the Aggies. Even if they just settle for a field goal here, I mean, Shreveport's got to drive down with maybe about 30 seconds left if they can keep this clock ticking. 4th and 5 after this tackle here.
Get the stop, get the timeout going. Force the field goal. All right, boys. All right, what do we got? Kicks up.
He got it. He got it. Okay. All right. There's your situation, guys.
1 minute.
Exactly 1 minute. We were looking at Ronnie. God. We're looking at Andre Wingo. Look at this pass complete to Groves. Good job there by LaDuca just to avoid getting sacked because you don't want to lose yards when you're trying to drive down.
Cost him a timeout, though. That'll be 2nd and 4. What do you got?
LaDuca dropping back. He finds Brett Britton, and he shoves off 3 tackles just to get the first down, so it stops the clock. This team has got so much fight and so much effort. You can't fault them in this game for being down 16-13 right now against a hostile environment and this SEC team. And look at this pass by LaDuca. The pass is complete. He just threw up a prayer. And at the 30-yard line, they're going to have a first down, and they're
almost in field goal range. So perfect.
LaDuca dropping back. Just got to get some positive yardage, but he's going to go for the end zone, and it's intercepted in the end zone.
He got 1 foot in bounds.
I think he was out, but the computer will not challenge it. There will not be an official review. And guys, that's the game. So LaDuca just mismanaged the clock.
Yeah, and you know what's bad? I think they ran the exact same play. And that's probably why the CPU knew what to do.
Exactly.
How to defend that. It looks like the same kind of route.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not going to beat them twice with the same play probably. So you got to mix it up. Get some kind of new call in there, and it just didn't happen. So that was not a good ending to the game for Shreveport.
The terrible part about that is if you guys go back and you guys look at this, they had a slant route up the middle, and they had like maybe 15 extra yards after that.
Which gives them a field goal. So.
Exactly, and they would have been in overtime. They would have been playing for overtime. So bad loss by the Skeeters, but good fight for them. You got to give them props. So let's go to just a real quick highlight reel of your guys' ACU Spartans taking on TCU here. It's about a 2-minute highlight reel, so we'll just do it real quick and easy like. Touchdown to Robert Bishop, running the football in. Amazing.
He did that last week. Although Kenny Hill goes over the top to John DeYarsh for the touchdown. And ACU is down after 1 quarter. Kind of some bang-bang plays here. They do pick up a field goal. Nearing the end of the half here, Bishop is in the red zone, bombing it.
Oh, it's almost picked off. He was looking for Manuel in the back corner of the end zone there. 2nd and 10. Bishop dropping back, scanning the field. He's going back to the corner, and he's got Manuel for a touchdown. It's going to be 17-14. So big touchdown for ACU to turn the tides.
Yeah, so another kind of a slower start. Here's Noah Jones.
Ooh.
Turning on the Jets.
Ooh. Look at this, guys. Watch this replay real quick. He hit the hole. He saw it open, and he just, boom, shot out of the cannon.
He made one little move and totally burned the guy there.
Wow.
Going to the house. Here's Kenny Hill again. Dropping back, trying to put TCU back in. And it's picked off.
That's Bill Stevens.
All right. Nice
coming through.
There.
Nestler called him a safety as soon as he picked this ball off, so he might have been playing some, like he might have been subbed in.
Or something.
Yeah. Look at this swing pass here to Noah Jones. He's going to just wreck that safety. I mean, Noah Jones is he's really killing it in this game right now. Another run up the middle for Jones. It's going to be a touchdown. He got 2 touchdowns on the game.
Yeah, this was his game for sure.
1st and 10. It's already 31-14, and now Connor Smith gets in on the fun. And guys, it's now 38-14. This is like, wow.
Yeah, good. Another good win for ACU. Bishop with 361 and 3 total scores. Another 51 yards rushing. So
they ended up winning that game 44-17, I think.
Yeah. So as promised, we got the stats here for the Skeeter game. They outgained Texas A&M. That's a good defensive performance right there.
Look at the 197 total offense for TAMU.
Yeah, they did sack Starkle quite a bit. And I mean, it should totally shut them down. There's no reason why they had to lose that game. Well, LaDuca, super efficient outside of those turnovers.
Exactly. I think it's just the clutch aspect that LaDuca couldn't master, because he had the chance. They were up. They were tied 13-13, and then he got the interception, and then the other interception in the end zone. So,
all right, let's look at some results here. Denver beats up on BYU pretty good. Basically doubled them up. Timmons, I wonder if he got knocked out again in this game. Slightly.
I did check the injury report, and they're not hurt.
Okay, so he's good. Jaleel Schmidt gets 4 rushing touchdowns though.
Yes. So
that was pretty good. Passing offense wasn't really there. They probably weren't even bothering. Trying to make some throws.
I think this is overall is a really good win. We kind of thought that Denver Tech was going to win that game, but yeah. And here's a big one: 28-27. UNC takes down Broken Arrow Wranglers.
Okay. 174 yards passing this week. I see the 2 picks.
Yeah.
Red zone efficiency, I also see, was a black mark on the Wranglers' performance in this game. Giving up some rushing yards.
A lot of receiving to Prohl.
Prohl had a big game.
32%.
Snyder missed 23 passes.
Yeah. I think a quarterback change might be in order.
Chapman again, really solid game out of the running back position. Kegan Coleman, 3 catches for 44. So touchdown to Nathan Rowe.
He had 2 for 52. I mean, that's a pretty boom or bust stat line.
Yeah, 271 for Little Rock. 2 INTs.
You're gonna
this is against Southern Miss.
35% for Carter Ashey. 2 interceptions yet again.
This is getting bad.
Yeah. They're going to have to make a change. I mean, when you've got a team and an offense like they have, you can't have your quarterback playing like that, because this is an offense that should be able to score a lot of points.
Yeah, and I see Marquez Maven. Player of the game, I think, would probably go to him. He had the 2 touchdowns rushing. So
look at Billings. He had 1 catch for 7 yards. He's your best wide receiver. You got to utilize him more.
Yeah. And look at Amarillo. They scored in the 4th quarter to beat UNLV by 1.
That's pretty bad. Russell Springer's not playing very well. 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
Yeah, so give us some suggestions, guys, because Amarillo runs the Michigan State playbook, and so far, we're not seeing very many good results in their early going. So if you guys can think of a playbook that you want to see them run, maybe they switch it up.
Well,
they got to try something.
Keep in mind that they are a balanced type of offense. They are not an air raid type of team. They do like to run the football. A lot of West Coast type of offense feel. So just keep it in that realm.
Yeah, if you can. And OSU gets outgained by UTEP. This was an ugly game for both teams.
I told you, man. I told you it was going to be closer than people thought.
Yeah, it's not surprising. I wanted to see with the Big 12 team. Let's get some offense going. You got Little Rock, Amarillo, and Odessa. They couldn't even eclipse 20 points.
Right.
I wanted to see. Well, look at this.
Look at Flynn.
Flynn must have got knocked out again. I might just go in there and edit his injury rating because it's just stupid.
Or edit the injury rating altogether, because a lot of these quarterbacks, there's no reason why they need to get out of games.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. So it was a pretty sloppy game there. And you see Shreveport McAllen again. See another low-scoring game. This was not low-scoring, however. McAllen
5-25.
So I like that quite a bit. I assume Carmichael got it going. Let's see what Carmichael had here.
Up there, up the top. 306 for 3 touchdowns, 19 of 26. So very efficient and big time. Big time production.
That's a very clean type of performance there.
73% completion rating.
No turnovers. I like it.
Really good.
Rico Gathright and Malloy Jr., they pick up 3 touchdowns. Running the ball, Blake Bonaventura at tight end. Carson Jackson, look at that.
3 scores, man.
Nice. Gotta like that. And then the ACU game, let's check this out. You guys want to see how your players did? Well, you saw how they did. Now let's...
Just really quick cuts, but yeah, 466.
Okay, good. Very good stuff.
As you guys can see, Kenny Hill had a pretty solid game, but we're going to go straight to ACU. Bishop with 361 with 75%. Had 9 attempts for 51. Noah Jones, 14 receptions.
Yeah, and Smith had the 1 catch for the touchdown. I see Kerp getting in there. A lot of guys getting some work in, so good stuff, I think, overall with Broken Arrow and Shreveport as our only losses. So, again, do you have any extra Week 2 takeaways here?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is all the close games. And, despite the matchups, we were thinking that some of these games were actually going to be higher scoring. Mainly the Little Rock and Southern Miss game. The Amarillo and UNLV. I thought Amarillo was going to really bounce back and kill UNLV.
It's kind of disheartening, honestly. Your preseason prediction about them might be coming to fruition, about them being a bigger disappointment.
Yep.
And McAllen, that's encouraging. They beat Baylor like ACU beat TCU. That's pretty encouraging for the Matadors, I think.
Yeah, but that's really a bad sign for Ardmore, because if those 2 teams are going to be doing that, ACU and McAllen are in my division, so that's going to be really tough on Ardmore. The last takeaway that I would say would be Denver Tech. They're now 2-0, and they're sitting atop the division on their side.
Kind of. There hasn't been any conference play yet, but...
Right, but
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
They look like the best team so far. Although, let's go to Week 3, and we'll see Midland State is going to be back in action. So they are playing Marshall.
Yep, we got Marshall at Midland State, Kentucky at McAllen, Ball State at Denver Tech, ACU at Virginia, Utah State at Broken Arrow, Central Michigan at my place, what people like to call the Thunderdome, when it's not a dome though. Little Rock at UCF, and Kansas A&M at California. This is probably my favorite week. Yeah, it just seems really cool to me.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top the Week 1 in terms of marquee kind of matchups, but we got a pretty interesting selection here. And as you can see, that I'm off, so you guys are gonna get 2 CPU games. And if you can live without the Prairie Dogs for 1 week, I think you'll be good.
1 week's a long time without their Prairie Dogs.
I know. But you know what? You have a bye week in Week 4. So it'll be the reverse.
And... Well timed. It's almost like it was scripted.
Oh, really?
Yes. Nudge, nudge, it was.
Do you want to spoil our surprise games for next week? I'm going to say no. We're going to stay mum on that.
Well,
you might be able to infer, however.
Based on Wednesday's video, you guys might be able to infer.
Yes. We'll leave it a secret.
But who you got? What's your previews here for week number 3?
Well, I'll keep it brief because we'll probably revisit it on Wednesday. But, Midland State, I think, probably going to win here. McAllen, also probably going to win. Denver, I think, should roll. ACU, that's a road test there. I think they got Virginia, though.
That's really tough for them going on back-to-back road games.
Yeah, and, Virginia's that kind of team. They're a BCS or a Power 5 team, even when they're not clicking completely. So you never know what happens in those kind of games. Yeah, I think Broken Arrow probably going to bounce back against Utah State. I think Ardmore will be a little more fired up than they were last week. A little sleepy, like I said. Little Rock at UCF. Okay.
That's an interesting matchup.
Yeah, and UCF is 0-0, so they have not played a game yet this year.
Right.
So there's a lot of variables going on there. Maybe Little Rock makes a switch. Let us know what you guys think you want them to do. Should they bench Ashy?
I mean, he's got 2 interceptions. I mean, he had 4 interceptions in week 1. Now he's got 2 interceptions in week 2.
1 touchdown and 6 picks, I believe.
Yes. Probably below a 50% completion percentage on the year.
Bad. And this is an interesting game here too. You got Kansas A&M at Cal. So I don't know what's going to happen there.
That's a very, very strange game. It's a cool looking game.
Yeah.
For sure. But it's got different contrasting styles.
Yeah.
So
the Heartland versus the hippies.
So it's kind of like it's our own little spin of what was the game against Miami?
Catholics versus convicts.
Yeah, it was Miami versus Notre Dame.
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Yeah. What my picks? I'm gonna go with Midland State. I'm gonna go with McAllen in a rollout.
Okay.
And then Denver Tech in a blowout. ACU in a blowout.
Yeah.
Broken Arrow wins handedly. Ardmore wins handedly. I don't think we're gonna blow out anybody this year. Little Rock, I'm going to say they're going to lose.
I would have to favor Central Florida.
I would favor that because Central Florida is like a legitimate program.
Yep.
They're very, very tough. And then Kansas A&M.
Well, we haven't seen them yet.
We haven't seen them. And the fact that, I mean, they can control the ball and control the clock against a team that likes to throw it all the time. If they can get stops on defense, I mean, they're looking to win a close game here. So, but I'm gonna go with California in this one. Yeah, I'm gonna defer and go with Cal.
Okay.
So, who you guys got this week? Put your comments, put your picks in the comment section below. Just remember, on the Wednesday video, we will be having a comment of the week. So make sure that you guys are being creative in your comments.
You're all commenters of the week.
Oh,
but we have to find. We gotta find one that really hits something.
Are you giving out participation trophies? Is that what's going on here?
No, I'm just telling everybody that everybody's a valuable member of the community, and we appreciate all the feedback and all that.
Yes, we
sure.
do. That's for real. That's coming from the heart.
Yeah.
But maybe Kansas A&M from the heartland can get a W. All right, guys. So that's it for week number 2. Excited about week number 3. Leave a like if you are, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like it and love it. You want more of it? You know what you got to do. Hit that little red button for a subscribe or my logo. Never miss a Big 12 Team Builder upload. We'll see you guys on Wednesday for some practices, recruiting, and overall league updates. Until then, peace.